During an appearance on FNC's Jesse Watters Tonight, George Washington Law School professor and Fox News contributor Jonathan Turley said he expected continued resistance from the FBI, including from agency director Christopher Wray, as Congress continues its probe into alleged wrongdoing by President Joe Biden and his family. What do you predict Christopher Wray will do? Fill-in host Rachel Campostuffy asked. Well, my guess is he's going to resist, Turley replied. You know, these forms are raw information that the FBI usually doesn't release, but this is not your usual case. What is being alleged here is a form of corruption, not just by the president but a corruption of the FBI that this committee is looking into whether the government helped shield President Biden and his family members. So, that's something that falls within the oversight function of Congress, he continued. In fact, Congress is one of the few places where you can get those answers if the FBI itself is being implicated. So, there's a lot of ways that you can accommodate Congress, and you can release some of this information into a classified setting. You could do so with heavy redactions. But so far, the FBI appears to have been completely oppositional and arguably obstructive to their efforts. So, why do you think he is obstructing these efforts? Campostuffy said. I mean, why doesn't he want to? Was it because he is implicated in the cover-up since 2020? Well, you know, Rachel, the problem with the FBI is that everybody likes redemptive sinners, but you also don't want to be a chump when someone constantly says they're a redemptive sinner, Turley said. That's what happened most recently with the Durham report. The FBI said, oh, well, we reformed ourselves after those problems as well. There's no real evidence of that institutional change, he added. To the contrary, there've been complaints in the last few years of the same type of political bias. And so, I'm not too sure you're going to see a significant change here. Wray knows that the Attorney General has his back. And even though Merrick Garland really broke from past history and started to prosecute contempt of Congress charges, it's expected that he will not do so now that the officials are members of his own administration.